One of the things that I love using this YouTube channel for is that when I find something that makes my life in the gym better, I love to share it with you guys. It's even better when I find two things, which is what we've got today. Welcome back to the GymCrafter YouTube channel, everybody. My name is Tim. I am the head gym nerd here at GymCrafter.com, and happy Friday, everybody. Yes, it is that time again. Time for another Fast Friday where I give you a little bit of home gym goodness to last you through the weekend. Nothing that's gonna take up a ton of your Friday time so we can get you back out there doing something fun. But I've got a couple of really cool tips for you today. So when I started this particular gym and I started GymCrafter as a YouTube channel, I bought new bumper plates. I bought specifically these bumper plates. These are contrast bumpers by Fringe Sport. Fringe Sport, I've always said, and I still maintain, makes the best bumper plates in the world. They even have moved to having a lifetime warranty on all their plates, and you really just don't find that on many other plates. But I've had these for over 8 years. They've lasted for over 8 years. I love these things. I've used the heck out of them. I haven't just dropped them. I haven't just like used them on the bar, but man, I've set my bench on them. I use them for deadlift platforms. I use them for deficit stuff. I step on them for elevated footholds and things. It's just, I use these things like crazy, and they have held up really, really well. And there was no reason to replace them, but I did. And the reason I did is two reasons. Number one is over time, the oil from my hands has worked its way into these, and they've gotten a little bit slick. I probably clean them off or do something. If you guys know how to fix that, let me know. But a little bit slick, and they're a little bit thicker than today's traditional plates, and they're just kind of plain black, which I liked at first, but Fringe Sport, if you know, came out with Savage bumper plates. So not too long ago, I upgraded and I got the Savage plate. So the first thing I want to tell you guys about today is why you would want to spend more money on these plates, because I am super happy that I did. Number one, they are thinner, and they're not just thinner. When these first came out, they made a big deal out of the 45-pound plates being thinner. But actually the entire lineup is thinner than standard plates, and noticeably so. When you grab these, you're like, oh, wow, that's thinner. The grip on these is fantastic. So I really like the grip on these plates. That's something that I like to have on a bumper, is nice and grippy. I've dealt with a lot of bumpers that are super slick. Not a fan of those. And then obviously, I mean, come on, son, look at that. Look at that. These things are absolutely beautiful. Of all of the cool bumper plates out there, and boy, there's a lot of them. I like these the best. So I treated myself not too long ago, and I got a full new set of Savage bumper plates. Now, what I did this time was a little bit different than last time, and that's the real reason I'm making this video. Is I've made a couple of videos on how many plates you should buy when you're buying a new set of plates. And I've always said that you just buy a set of, you buy a set of 2.5s, you buy a couple of pairs of 5s, you buy two pairs of 10s, you buy a pair of 25s, and then you buy as many 45s as you need to work up to your maximum weight. And if you're looking to save money on plates, that's the right way to do it, right? Skip the 15s, skip the 35s. If you have that assortment, a couple of 10s, a 25, a couple of 5s, and then 45s, you can make any weight denomination or total that you want on the bar with those plates. You don't need any more. Now, I did something different this time. And what I did different this time was I bought 4 pairs of 10-pound plates. I bought 4 pairs of 25-pound plates, and I bought 2 pairs of 45-pound plates. And let me explain why I did that. The way that I like to lift these days is I like to work up to the weights that are going to be my working weights. I do quite a few warm-up sets because I'm old.
No time for you, old man.
And broken. So it's helpful for me to start off at a lower weight and do a lot of warm-up sets. And what I like about having a lot of 10s and 25s is it allows me to start, we'll give you an example for the bench press. I can start with the bar and like a couple of 10s and just do 65 pounds, just knock out some warm-ups with that. Then what I'll do is I'll start putting 25s on the bar. I'll take the 10 off and I'll put a 25 on. I do 95 pounds. I put another couple of 25s on and I'm at 145. And then I put another couple of 25s on and I'm at 205. And the nice thing about that is I can work up and down without having to unload and load weights. And I know it's a totally lazy thing. I know a lot of you out there are probably typing right now. It's like, dude, stop being lazy. You're in there to lift weights. Who cares if you've got to change it? And you're 100% right. This type of an assortment is a luxury. It costs more than the assortment that I typically recommend. But even when I get to this, now I've got my 10s that I can now put on and off, 10 pounds at a time. If I'm working up to a PR, or I'm working up to a top end weight, I love being able to add and subtract plates like this, and I've enjoyed it so much, I figured I'd make a video out of it. It's not something I would normally make a video out of. It's just a little hack that I've done in my gym, and as long as I've worked out at home, this is my favorite assortment of plates. So there is your Fast Friday. Number one, if you don't have Savage Bumper plates and you're looking for plates, I really like these. I mean, come on, even the gray 10s, that bland color, look at that, look at that. So I really like them. I'm happy with them. Lifetime warranty on these from Fringe Sport. These are the last set of bumper plates you're ever going to need to buy. So if you're into bumpers like I am, this is a great choice. But if you've got a little bit of extra cash and you like to lift and you like to do those warm-up sets and you like to do pyramids and drop sets, and there's just a ton of different uses that this type of an assortment is helpful with, then maybe think about doing this. You just add the 45s to get to the maximum weight. I've got enough 45s where I can get it to up to over 500 pounds on the bar total, which is more than I'll ever really need to lift. So I don't need any more than that. I don't ever lift more than 400 pounds. So I've got plenty, but wherever you're sitting at with your lifts, you just add the 45s. Some of you may not even need 45s with that type of an assortment. So again, try it out, see if you like it. If you're in the market for plates and you're wondering what kind of assortment to get, this is a good suggestion. But outside of that, that's your Fast Friday for this week. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you watching all of the videos, all the comments, all the conversations we have down there. If you've got any questions, if you've got any feedback on this, let me know down there. But for now, go out and start enjoying your weekend, and I'll talk to you next week in the next video. And until then, I'm Tim with GymCrafter.